ESPN The Jock.
Good. Am I on the air, Tom? Do you hear me? You hear me, Tom? Hello. Oh, over. Roger, Wilco. Yeah, yes. Good Wednesday morning. Wow. Had a little good morning there, but I probably woke you up. And of course, Tom, yes, as I predicted, without a fail. It does not even, it's just uncanny how I get literally 3 minutes of free internet at this station and makes me pay for the rest of the show. It's like when you go to a Marriott Bonvoy and you say, hey, do you want to upgrade to free internet or off the free internet? No, I'll use the regular internet. Well, this one, not here today. So I got to jump back out.
But
the radio works.
What happens is maybe the internet kicks you off right at 7 o'clock when the show starts, but you got free coffee.
Free coffee. It's a trade-off.
Yes.
It's a trade-off. Free coffee versus me actually being, agree and connect. Hey, here I come. Yeah, it's not like, it's so funny. It doesn't matter when I get here at all. When. It doesn't matter. I could get 15 minutes of free internet. I can get 5 minutes of free internet. It doesn't matter. Boom. Back in. Here we go.
I would like to say it's because of all the other people here at the station right now using the internet.
Yes.
We're really the only ones.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, anyway, so good to see you today, or you're not going to see me yet because I'm coming into the studio. Good to have you on the Wednesday edition of the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Tom Ladd, Rob Rodgers, live at the worldwide headquarters of ESPN The Jock here in Springfield, Missouri. Heart of the Ozarks, having a great day today. What an all-star game last night for one team. I'm pretty sure the National League provided all-stars for this game. I'm not really for sure, but I'm fairly sure they did. But wow. Can you just not show up? Are you telling me you can throw what? How many pitchers, Tom? How many pitchers for the American League? 10, 11? Something like that.
Yep.
That's a lot of pitchers. Throw all those pitchers, and you can't find a run, and you're considered all-stars. Wow. Well, guess what, Tom? I missed it. And guess what? Looks like I didn't miss anything.
No, you did not. The American League wins it 4-zip. They're now 49, 45, and 2 all time against the National League. But I'll tell you, the probably the last 20 years, it's been pretty dominant for the American League.
It has. Yeah. And I don't know what that is, but then you look at the records of Major League Baseball this year and the teams of Major League Baseball, and the National League has been trending as probably the better of the two leagues this year overall, wins and losses. And it didn't used to be, we didn't used to be able to kind of, figure that out, because when you played just National League or just American League, you didn't have interleague, you didn't know. But now that the league is interleague all the time, basically, this is a integrated league for the most part. I mean, you don't play everybody on the schedule, but you play a significant numbers of games against the other league.
Mm-hmm.
The National League has a better overall record than the American League, but boy, their all-stars didn't do very well. That was kind of shocking to me. I thought we'd actually see some runs last night. I thought this would be an offensive all-star game. Nope. Nothing like getting that game over with I don't know how many strikeouts and just getting the thing done, getting out of there. Enjoy the rest of your vacation. Let's go.
Once they kind of beat up on Christopher Sanchez, the starter from Philly, who he struck out the first guy, and I'm thinking, okay, well, he's here, and then you give up a single, and then you walk a guy, and
here and there and everywhere. Sounds like most of my weekends when I'm out there. It's like 2 quick outs, and like, hey, this is great, and all of a sudden you're like looking up and how they score 4 runs. That's not even possible. Walks will kill you. But yeah, it's the All-Star game was I don't want to say memorable. Was there anything memorable in the All-Star game other than Junior Caminero getting hit by a pitch by Riley O'Brien?
Yes. The best part of the All-Star game last night. Well, a couple things that I marked down. Number one, so it's in Philly, right?
Yeah.
It's the 250th anniversary.
That's cool.
The starters and all the players, the starters came out and signed the Declaration of Independence, basically.
That's
Which,
awesome.
yeah, that was really cool. They came out and it looked like the old Declaration, and
That's pretty cool.
that was neat in Philly. And then number 2, they got to wear their own uniforms. Remember, you talked about that the other day. It's
Yes, back to the way it should be.
Yes.
Because Ryan and I, of course, we were over at Trials last night until late, but we were talking later in the evening about how the Seattle Mariners and the Tampa Bay Rays don't have gray jerseys. They don't have, that's not a part of their uniform combination. Did you know that? I know that the Mariners used to have gray jerseys. I guess it's 2022 or 2023 where they stopped wearing gray jerseys. They wear the color. They wear the navy or whatever, off color. They don't have gray jerseys. That's interesting. That's weird, because if you're looking out there at the field and you can see all the gray jerseys, you get some dude out there. It looks like he forgot his uniform. It's like you know how you do it. You know, we go to a game and they bring the wrong uniform, and so you got the numbnut who forgot his uniform out there wearing a different color. That's what it looked like. You got all gray jerseys, and the dude out there and left forgot his uniform. He's wearing the opposite uniform. That's what it looked like. I thought that was kind of funny.
That is good.
Hey, Junior Caminero forgot his uniform. He left his gray at home.
So all the guys from Missouri got to play.
That's great.
Bobby Witt started. Everybody basically got a at bat.
Yeah.
So nobody really did anything offensively. The pitchers looked okay. Now, Riley O'Brien was trending last night for the wrong reason. It's not that he gave up any runs, but he hits Junior Caminero, and right away, Junior left the game. He was down for a while.
Yeah.
You could see it on Riley's face that he was really
like, oh my gosh. I mean,
yes. What did I do? Yes.
I hit a dude in the All-Star game. What the? It doesn't matter. He's like, I hit somebody in the All-Star game. He'd rather Junior Caminero go. Honestly, he's rather Junior Caminero goes yard on him. Be honest with you. If he could pick between hitting the dude and giving up a bomb to Junior Caminero, he's probably going, I wish I put over the plate and I just freaking hit a bomb.
Well, hitting a guy and then, making him check out of the game.
Oh my God.
Ran immediately to the clubhouse. Man, oh man.
I can imagine that feeling. Well, I tell you, it's that's All-Star games, man. You just never know, but because it's a game, they're still playing. So things happen in these types of games.
So Riley didn't give up any runs, struck out a batter. Waka went in, 1 inning, struck out 2, no runs. Like to see the pitchers doing well. And then all the players, Bobby Witt 0 for 1, he was taken out. Jordan Walker 0 for 1. Ivan Herrera 0 for 1 in the game. Drake Baldwin 0 for 1 in the game. So not a lot to talk about from our end.
Yeah. Nothing really stuck out and go, well, we talked about the issue. Remember Bo Jackson yesterday, the memorable Royal yesterday with his all-star performance. Nothing like that yesterday, but that's okay. Just get it done. They're just trying to get this thing clicked off and get the second half of the season started. They'll have the day off again today and tomorrow, back at it on Friday as Major League Baseball gets back underway. And so I'm telling you, it's just this time of year. Here we go. Heard some Chiefs talk. What I'd like to talk about, probably not today. We'll probably bring that maybe tomorrow or Friday. Got some Chiefs news. Of course, our new Red Friday segment coming up here in about 2 or 3 weeks. We'll have our new Red Friday segment. We'll talk Chiefs football. Got some things to talk about there as well. Our show, as always, is sponsored by... There we go. There it comes. Play Against Sports, located in Fremont Shopping Center. Opening up in about 50 minutes. You want to get down there. They got a great selection of their golf equipment right now. The grips. They got guys down there doing that. This time of year, starting to warm up. Boy, I tell you, I walked out this morning, come into work. I call this work. Walked out this morning, come to the station, and it just smelled like summer. There's that summer smell. You got there, that heaviness, that you just walk out, you smell the kind of the tree pollen kind of thing, that heaviness. Walked outside, I'm like, today's going to be a hot one. You walk out the door. Well, you better get your golf clubs re-gripped, because you know what happens when this time of year comes and you take a little swing and, oh, what a great hit, and your club flies farther than your ball. So you might want to get those clubs re-gripped to Play Against Sports, because that could be a dangerous thing. Play Again Sports, located in Fremont Shopping Center. Still have a great selection of also baseball and softball stuff. Getting ready for fall. Head on down there. 50 minutes. Sal will take care of you down there.
Will indeed. And, the fall season's coming up, so they are making plans and moving some things around there at Play It Again Sports.
That always moving to the next season, right?
Yes.
They always have a selection. By the way, if you have never been to Play It Again Sports, which I know most of our listeners probably have because, they're one of the premier sports places around, right? They always have everything. They always have a selection. But if you go in, let's just say you go in off season, you're looking for something particular. Well, you go in the wintertime looking for a glove or something, a certain glove, and it's not on their shelf for whatever reason. It probably is, but it's not. They can get it for you. They can order it. So they could always get what you need. If you go in there and say, hey, I need this, they can get it for you. So Play It Again Sports, Sal will take care of it down there at Fremont Shopping Center.
Hey, today on the program, Rob, let me tell you about today's show, the big one.
Okay.
We're going to, speaking of Play It Again Sports and their golf equipment, you were just talking about grips and all the nice golf equipment. We've got a 3-time state champion on with us today, headed to Mizzou to golf. Paige Bowman will be on with us at 8 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about her summer. We're going to find out what she's been up to this summer as she gets ready for her first year at Mizzou.
Wasn't she playing the amateur or something last week or a couple of weeks ago? I don't know. I heard that. Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
So she'll be on at 8 o'clock to talk about that. At 8:20, the return of our good buddy, Full Throttle. Craig Stagner is back from the IL.
Yes, he was on the IL for a week, man. I tell you what, we're just glad Craig's back with us. We don't say that lightly, actually.
Right.
That could have been a very, very serious situation. So glad that Craig's back. He's full throttle. He's back at Full Throttle, and let's get that going today. Talking some racing.
That'll be at 8:20 this morning. And then 8:40, a friend of mine, Wichita sportscaster Steve Strain. We will talk to him about Wichita getting the NCAA tournament and some other stuff going on in Wichita, Kansas. That's around your home area, isn't it?
Well, a little bit. It's about an hour and a half from where I grew up. And I got a lot of family in Wichita. The funny thing about that is I want to talk to him about the new nickname for the Wichita Wind Surge, the Tub Racers or Teletubs or whatever they're going to be called. It's a weird name. Starting next year.
Oh, wow.
Not an alternate. They're switching their name. I want to get his take on that.
Yeah.
Because it's 50-50 in Wichita.
So wind surge, I mean, there's a lot of wind in Kansas. We know that. What's the Teletubbers? What is that?
They're called the Turbo Tubs. What they're going to be called, the Turbo Tubs. They have a tub race in the Arkansas River. Well, let me rephrase that. They have a tub race in the Arkansas River.
Oh, whoa.
We call it the Arkansas River in Kansas. Not the Arkansas River. It's the Arkansas River. It's a little Kansas thing. They have a tub race every year. It's a big thing. It's a huge thing. And so they're renaming the Wichita Wind Surge next year to I think it's the Wichita Turbo Tubs, I believe. That's going to be their name. And it's kind of I'd say kind of a mixed reaction. It's a great mixed reaction in Wichita about that name. They love their tub racing. I don't think they really want their baseball team to be named the Turbo Tubs. They've done the alternate, like the cashew chicken thing.
Yeah.
They've done that before over there with the Turbo Tubs. And I think they took that experiment and they said, oh, this is great. We should name our team this. I don't know if that's going to translate because Wichita's known for so many other things, especially aviation. I mean, they literally are the cradle of aviation in this country. We think of the Wright brothers, but Wichita is really the cradle of aviation. Cessna, Boeing. I mean, that's a big thing in Wichita. I mean, like the Aviators, they used to be called the Wichita Arrows. Remember that, and even the Wranglers, man, bring back the Wranglers. That was a great name, but
lug nuts, weren't they the lug
nuts for a while? Yeah. So I just think again, that's an aviation thing, right? So I don't know. This is going to be an interesting name.
So we'll talk with Steve Strain about that at 8:40 this morning.
All right.
So 8 o'clock hour, pretty much full.
Jam-packed.
Yep. Looking forward to the return of Craig Stagner. He did his show Sunday.
Yes.
and he was fine. He looked
great.
good. Yep.
Looked like it never happened.
You know, especially after eating Jell-O for a week in the hospital. That was about it. Remember, he was telling us, still haven't eaten anything.
I want to see if he went to Andy's right out of the gate, left
That's
the
what he
hospital
said,
right to Andy's. I bet he did. That's what he said. We talked about, what's the one thing you would eat if you're in the hospital for like a week? What would you eat first thing you got out of the hospital? And he said Andy. He said Andy's. Responded to us on the chat or what it was we had there, and I can imagine
it would be some meat and potatoes for me. I don't think I'd go dessert right away if I was stuck in there and it was
real
Jell-O.
meal, protein.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Qdoba or something. I'd get me a bowl.
Steak or something.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to go something there. Then you go to Andy's right after that.
Well, that would probably kill you if you haven't eaten for a week and you have one of those. And especially
Back in the
after
hospital.
especially after a colon injury.
Oh yeah.
It's like that's the one thing that kind of prohibits you from eating too much
True
spice and stuff like that. So
true. Yeah, very true. Excited to have him back on though. So last night, maybe not the All-Star game we all expected. It's just you never know with these, and they're playing. Okay, let me ask you this question: It's the winner of the American League is not the home team. They're not doing that anymore, are they? Or the winner of the All-Star game? They're not doing that. Remember how the winner of the All-Star game was the home team for the World Series? They're not doing that. They dropped that, didn't they?
Yeah,
good. I don't see how you can do that when you get one at bat in a game. Can't leave. Well, remember they started leaving their stars in longer, like 5 innings or 6 innings, try to win that thing. Well, that's good. At least they got that out of the way. But the All-Star game, not so All-Star last night. I heard a comment from I think it's Chef Tiny talking about Patti LaBelle doing the national anthem. I guess it wasn't very good. I didn't see it. I don't know. I didn't see it.
I can't remember. I heard part of it, but I didn't hear.
Social media reaction was not that great. I mean, you're in. I think what Chef Tiny said. You're in Philly. You don't have Boys and Men or somebody like that doing it, or I guess she's like 82, 83, 4 years old or something like that. I don't know how good it was. I didn't hear it, but I heard it wasn't very good. And it wasn't just from Chef Tiny. It was
other people
too.
It was
on social media. Yeah, Philadelphia could have done better on that one. Yeah, that's what they said. But yeah, it's an All-Star game. What do you expect? What are you counting up over there?
Huh?
What are you counting up over there?
I was just looking to make sure, just bragging rights. That's all they win. So, and money. Everybody gets a little
everybody gets a little,
yeah. So
a little stake money. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, let's take our first break of the show. We got our poll question of the day coming up next. We got a lot to talk about today. All-Star game, the second half of the season going to get underway in a couple of days. We do have some World Cup from yesterday as well.
I got some Major League Baseball news and notes that I wanted to throw out there. So after our poll question, we'll do that. Just some little tidbits. Of course, we still got some negotiations here in a couple of months. Are we going to have baseball in the future? That's the big question.
And the way those Stars were chirping off this weekend, I think we're going to have a little bit of a layoff from baseball. But we'll talk about that and more when we come back. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Playing Sports.
Mornings in the Ozarks just got louder. Sports debates, hot takes, local legends, and your voice in the mix. It's The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Summer golf season is in full swing, so how's yours? At Play It Again Sports, you'll find drivers, wedges, balls, bags, gloves, and shoes. Everything you need to keep your friends from talking too much trash when you're out on the course. Trade in your old clubs and upgrade to something that'll actually help your handicap. Because when you trade in, you win. Before your next tee time, swing by Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Center on Battlefield Road. And remember, when you trade in, you win.
We once had a drone fly a ShopOzarks.com banner around town. It looked super cool until it ran out of battery mid-flight and smashed into someone's siding. That neighbor still won't talk to us. So yeah, on second thought, we'll just stick to what we always do. ShopOzarks.com just gives you real savings on local restaurants, health and fitness, and the best entertainment in the Ozarks. No chaos, no gimmicks, just great local deals at ShopOzarks.com.
When you start spending money on your marketing, making mistakes is not something you want to do. So Roy Williams, author of the best-selling books The Wizard of Ads and Secret Formulas of the Wizard of Ads, presents the 10 most common mistakes in marketing. Number 10, ad speak. The truth about advertising is that people don't hate it, they hate boring advertising. No one cares that you've been in business since the late 60s, and they know just about anyone on the planet can say that they've got the biggest selection and friendliest staff. Don't waste time of your prospective customers with ad speak. Too many words wrapped around a tiny idea. Rather, entertain with your marketing. Tell people your story. Everyone can relate to and remember stories, and the more people can relate to and remember you, the better chance you have of earning a shot at their business. For more on the 10 most common mistakes in marketing, visit ZimmerCommunications.com, your marketing resource in Southwest Missouri. ZimmerCommunications.com.
Missouri's laws are clear. Unregulated gaming devices are illegal. Companies have been telling businesses that gray market machines are legal. That's wrong. Don't be scammed. If you have these devices at your business, you could be subject to criminal and civil penalties. Unplug and remove these devices today.
If you've been approached to host illegal gaming machines, call now 800-523-1434 or visit ago.mo.gov. Sponsored by the Attorney General's Office.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to the opening drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
The question is out, and the internet has opinions. We've put today's hottest sports topic up on X, and now it's time to see where you stand. The Sports Poll Question of the Day on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
The Sports Poll Question of the Day on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
All right, back to the opening drive with Tom and Rob, ESPN The Jock on a Wednesday morning. Hump day. We're halfway to the weekend, and you feeling the summertime today, aren't you? It's going
to be hot today?
I think it's going to be a hot one today. I'm heading down to Arvest Ballpark, Northwest Arkansas, for the next phase of tryouts today for USA Prime. Pretty excited about that. Our first time down there. Going to go to the big stadium, which is pretty
wow.
Cool. So I got a lot of people coming out down
now,
there.
Have you been down there before?
I've been there. Yep. Been to the game. Ryan's played down there. Played down there when he was with the Nevada Griffins on July 4th. One of those years he was down there. Was that 2020? No. 2020. It's COVID year. Yeah. Played down there July 4th. And that was a fun experience. And Rhett got to go out in the field, do the competition thing. And the thing is, it's a Mink League game, right? We're playing Joplin or somebody in Northwest Arkansas, which is pretty cool. So we get there, and we're first people in. We're sitting right in the front, and we're like, there's not very many people here. Well, because Arvest put on the most awesome fireworks display that night, so people just trickled in. We played like at 5 o'clock. People just trickled in through the day to watch the fireworks. And by the time fireworks went off, there was 10,000 people in that building.
Wow.
10,000 people in that stadium. I mean, it just kind of built through the day, First of all, there was like 200 people there for a Mink League game. Just kind of build. Ryan be out there playing. He's playing left field and goes, "Dad, you should have seen the people just coming in, just filling it up."
Did they have a minor league game there that day too?
No,
it was just the Mink
Naturals
League.
out of town.
Wow.
So, but they were the Mink team, but they brought people came to watch the game. Then all of a sudden, fireworks went off that night, and it's pretty cool. So fun time. We'll be down there tonight. On X or Twitter, we got our poll question today. Thomas, what do we got?
We do indeed. Go to 96.9 The Jock. That's the handle on X or Twitter. And every day, every morning, we have a poll question. And today's has to do with the All-Star game last night. Would you bring back World Series home field advantage for the All-Star game? We were just talking about that.
I just kind of foresaw that, didn't I?
Yes, it made the game matter. No, non-playoff players decide the outcome.
That's interesting. That's an interesting take.
Yeah.
Bobby Wood Jr. deciding who's getting home field advantage because we're not going to be in the playoffs. Yeah, wow, that's good.
And the third would be, I don't care. There are people that don't really care what happens in the All-Star game, for the winner. They're going to make money. So
there's a vote in there right now. There's a vote in there. You see it? Got to refresh it.
Okay.
There's a vote.
Let me see what you've got.
You'll like that vote.
Have to refresh it here.
Tom's computer is from the 90s.
Yeah. Tom's working left-handed.
Oh, there you go.
Well, it's still haven't refreshed.
Fine. I put don't care.
That's you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't care. All-Star games are meant to be, okay, how many okay, you mentioned the record, American League versus National League all time, right?
Right.
How many All-Star game wins and losses do you remember, honestly, in your life? I mean, maybe a couple, right? Maybe. You remember the great performances, right?
The ones I remember the most, the tie. Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
We remember the tie. Yeah. Don't remember anything else usually. Hey, we got a caller online. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Rob and Tom, it's Sean.
Hey, Sean, what's up, buddy?
Hey, not much. You talking about the All-Star game and everything. It's one of the best All-Star games out of all the pro divisions. So,
totally agree.
I mean, they absolutely try. The pitchers come in, they pitch. They don't throw fastballs right down the plate and all that, and let everybody just tee off. So I think it's a great one. I got some. I know it's Full Throttle Day and everything, but the sprint cars were at Fremont Monday night, and Brent Marks won. And last night was at Attica Speedway with Brad Doty Classic, and Bryce Lucis won for the first time with the World Outlaws. Tonight starts the 4-day deal of the King's Royal. You got 2 features tonight worth $12,000 apiece, and tomorrow night is the Joker's jackpot worth $100,000, and then Saturday night's worth $175,000 to win.
Wow!
At Eldora Speedway.
That's the big one.
It's a big one. This is their next, between now and August, is their big money shows. We lost a really good. I lost a really good friend and a real good racer in Scott Campbell on Thursday. He's going to be, he was just a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
We called him Catfish because he could run the bottom lower than anybody ever could.
Mm-hmm.
They're having a big memorial deal at Blair's Sports Bar on the 28th. If everybody come out, Blair's going to donate 10% of the earnings they get for the family.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's good. And, but yeah, the All-Star game and everything was, it was kind of boring, but, pictures dominated, and that shows something for the American leagues. The National League didn't have their key, pitchers in there because they pitched or opted out or whatever they wanted to do. But
or pitch Sunday, right? The whole pitch Sunday, you don't have to pitch the All-Star game. Yeah.
Right. And I mean, that's just how the ball crumbles, I guess. If your time to start is on Sunday, then I guess you got to throw for your team, not the All-Star game.
Correct.
So,
yeah.
Now, Sean, do you follow Craig on ORP TV?
No, I don't follow. I tried to pull it up and I couldn't get it.
On Facebook, ORP
On
TV.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty easy if you just type in the search ORP TV. It should come right up.
ORP TV. Got him right here. Yeah, he's right there, man. Yeah, go on there and do it. Yeah, it's great. ORP TV. Yeah, go on there and follow him, man. You guys are peas in a pod, man.
Yes.
Well, we are peas in a pod. I mean, I'm a big race fan, but mostly in sprint cars.
Yeah, sure.
Just because I grew up in Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up about 30 minutes from Knoxville, so and I've been going to the races for a long time.
Sure.
And they don't run them around here besides Lucas Oil Speedway.
About it, right? Yep.
Yep. going up there in September for the Jesse Hockett Memorial.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's always a good
And
one.
I want to say a shout out to Dylan McCown too, because Diamond Dirt Nationals at Lucas this past weekend, he dominated both Friday night and Saturday night. First ever wins on the Lucas Lake Bottle Series. It was great for a local boy to do something here, and especially at Wheatland.
You bet. Always good, because that's not too many local boys get it done up there sometimes. They got a lot of great racers around the country, don't they?
Well, yeah, especially when you're going against Jonathan Davenport, who usually wins there all the time. And I mean, he passed Jonathan, and Jonathan passed him, and he passed him back. It was pretty awesome to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks you, Sean. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for listening as always. And
ORP TV.
Check it out. I'm on there right now. I was looking around.
And Craig will be on this morning at 8:20. So you can listen to it here this morning, and then you get a much bigger version tonight.
Yes, definitely. The in-depth version.
Yes.
Tonight. We're the appetizer, Tom.
That's right.
We're the morning appetizer, get the full meal tonight, 6:00. So he'll be on at 10:20 or 8:20 today. 8:20, 10:20. I don't know what I'm doing.
So after the appetizer and the meal, you can listen to Chef Tiny tomorrow.
Yes, there you go.
See, we've got it all covered.
Got it all set up.
Yep. No doubt about it. All right, a little Major League Baseball news and notes from Tom.
All right.
We've got all kinds of stuff. Number one, the Olympics. You see both the Major League Baseball and the Players Association have expressed interest in having the players participate in the Olympics.
Yeah, saw that.
However, there's some issues that they have to hammer out first.
Yeah, namely the league is saying they're gonna make them do it. Did you see that? Is that one of the things they said? Is that what I heard? The league is going to make, if they're selected to the national team, they're going to make them play or threaten them with putting them on the restricted list or something like that. What's that all about?
Well, they have, and the players, there's some disagreement on several issues like hotel accommodations for the Olympics, tickets.
Yeah, they want to play. They don't want to stay in Olympic Village. I mean,
yeah, it's like the NBA team.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah.
Back in the day, Jordan and Magic and all those guys. There's a mandatory participation agreement.
That's
some
it.
of the issues. Yeah.
You can't make the guys play if they're selected to their national team. You can't do that. You can't even do that in soccer. You can't make them do anything. I mean, if they don't want to do it, they don't have to do it.
Well, it's like the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Zach Wheeler.
Yeah, Zach Wheeler.
Nah, I should have been picked in the first round of pitchers. I don't think I'm going to come.
Yeah.
And he has every right to do that. I mean, he got snubbed. Then he's, oh, yeah, we'd like you to come. I don't think I want to. You can't make him do anything. First of all, we're in America. Stop telling people they have to do something. I don't really care. Play college players in the Olympics. I don't really care. I don't want to stop the season. You're either going to have to start the season sooner so you can accommodate and have a break for the Olympics, or I don't want, okay, for example, we're contending for a title, right? We're contending. You're going to take my starting shortstop. You're going to take my starting outfielder, my starting pitcher off my team when I'm contending? No way. I could give about the Olympics. I don't really know. That's what we have the World Baseball Classic for.
And then have a guy get hit like last night in the All-Star game.
Lose a guy? Oh, you got to be kidding me. No, it's not like NHL. NHL shut down their season. They're all in agreement. The whole hockey community, we shut her down around the world. Shut it down. And we're play the Olympics. Then we're going to fire it back up. And there's some guys got hurt in the Olympics too, right? Sidney Crosby's and others. Hockey is a very violent sport. But baseball is a game of streaks. There's no way you shut down the league for the Olympics. That's the dumbest thing ever. Play the college kids. We don't care. I mean, yeah, we want to win it. We're Americans, our pastime, but you can't do it in the middle of our season unless you shut it down. You have to, it's like an all-star break on a Sunday, like this past Sunday. You shut it down. We'll reconvene in 3 weeks and start it back up again. But that is why they started the Baseball Classic, Tom. That's why we did the Baseball Classic, because we wouldn't have to, because the Olympics was, nobody would participate. You can only do it that way. You cannot make a player, if he's selected, put him on the restricted list. You kidding me? You know how many lawsuits there'll be? That's because think about that. They'll be under the new collective bargaining agreement.
Yeah.
We'll be on the old one. And I guarantee the players will say, I don't think so. That's not happening. All right, we got a caller in line. Sorry. Little mini rant there.
Caller, go ahead.
I have to ask myself this morning, was that a mini rant or was that a real rant?
No, it's mini. That wasn't even close. I won't even.
Mini?
No, mini all the way.
I've seen you go into the eye roll and that in there. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I just don't think, I don't like when people say you have to do something. We're in America. Stop telling people you have to do something. I'm sick and tired of people telling someone else telling me what to do.
You have to be a good person.
That's not being a good person telling me you have to do something. I'm the good person. You're the bad person telling me not to do something. I'm being a good person.
Well, I can feel your belief in that.
Yeah.
Let me take you off the subject.
Hey, wait till tomorrow when he's sleep deprived after traveling from Northwest Arkansas.
It's 2 hours. How can you be sleep deprived?
It's a week worth of tryouts, man, every night, dude. My days are running to my mornings.
Your team? I heard the back end of it. I didn't hear what you were
I've had tryouts every day this week, so I'm the hump day is not just for this. It's the hump days. We're almost done with the week of tryouts, so that's good though. They're good kids, good families. Yep.
Let me ask you this. I don't want to take you deep long. Being the Americans are out, the French are out, Argentina, England, and whoever's left. You know what's coming up with TV contract. Who do you think it's the TV contract, Rob?
For the World Cup?
About that before I called him. For the World Cup, because it comes up for bid literally right after the cup ends.
NBC will get it. Universal will get it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I figured CBS would go for it.
They might go for it, but they already got the Telemundo deal.
Yeah.
And they've done a great job on that. And I guess from what I understand, the World Cup folks are FIFA is really impressed with Telemundo coverage. They thought it was, in fact, it's almost more widely watched than the Fox coverage, obviously, because of the Spanish-speaking part of the world. Very well done. Yeah. So I think NBC's got the inside track, and they want to get it on the same, right? The same. Right. They could save so much money. That's why they could build a little more. They could save so much money if they got Telemundo and NBC, which NBC owns Telemundo. You can do a lot of synergies there. That's what I'm hearing anyway. But it'll be a big number, that's for sure.
The Andres Cantor, if you've never heard that for any of the radio audience out there,
he's awesome.
He's like one of the coolest announcers ever. You should try to attach this to your YouTube thing, guys. The Landon Donovan goal from 2010.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like he's balling as he's calling it.
Yeah.
That is just amazingly insane.
You know what's amazing?
What did I miss from the All-Star game last night, Rob, before you go on to the next subject?
Oh, no, I'm going to stay on soccer for a minute. You know when he calls a game, it doesn't matter who he's calling it for. It could be two European teams playing, and the goal sounds the same. It's amazing. It's the same enthusiasm, the same everything. He'll still carry it on for 1:47 every single time. It's so cool. I was watching two European teams, and he does it, and I'm like, that's stinking awesome.
Pablo Ramirez, who used to be at Univision and is now part of the Apple television package, is basically like the second version of him, and just as intense.
Yeah.
It's wild. And I know enough Spanish, I can sit through it and not have an issue. But it's mental. So pretty much, are you okay without America in it? I know how excited you were.
Well, I mean, they're not going to be. I mean, if you follow international soccer,
are like distraught.
Well, no, I'm not distraught at all. I mean, if you know international soccer at all, you know they're not going to get there. You know they're not going to be in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just you look at when you're Belgium, you're bringing off 3 world-class players off your bench. We don't even have 3 world-class players, so you can do the math on that. But anyway, hey, I do have a break. What do you got, real quick?
Yeah, real quick. Are you going to be as excited for Women's World next year as you are everything else? That's my final.
Of course, United States. Let's go. We'll win that thing. That's a completely different animal. We'll win that one. That's what I'm excited about.
All right. Well, good to talk to you, Rob.
Yep.
Tom, keep him in line. See you
Will
later.
do.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you, Jason. Hey, we got to take a break on the opening drive. We'll be back in a moment. The opening drive with Tom and Rob, brought to you by Play Against Sports.
Want to hear ESPN the Jock without lifting a finger? Just say play ESPN on Jock on TuneIn to your smart speaker and take the opening drive with Tom and Rob, local sports, and your favorite shows anywhere in the house. ESPN the Jock, Always on, always entertaining.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
Summer road trip season is here, and before you load up the family and hit the highway, stop by CNC Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any brake job. It's a great way to make sure your vehicle is ready for all those summer miles ahead. And the summer heat, too. Take advantage of CNC Automotive's summer special and save 25% on a complete AC system check and service. That's a free oil and filter change with your brake job, plus 25% off AC service. Call CNC Automotive today and get summer ready.
The National Heirloom Expo has been called the World's Fair of Pure Food. September 27th and 28th at Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company in Mansfield. Enjoy over 1,000 varieties of rare fruits, vegetables, herbs, and flowers, plus expert speakers, vendors, live music, local food, farm tours, and America's largest seed swap. Heirlooms are varieties worth celebrating. September 27th and 28th in Mansfield. Tickets and more info at rareseeds.com. That's rareseeds.com.
Due to the overwhelming response, PianoCraft is extending the America 250 sale throughout the month of July. Up to 50% off digitals, conservatory-grade verticals, up to 50% off new pricing. Yamaha Grands on sale with a free player piano upgrade. Man, that's a $9,000 value. Tech certified used piano starting at $15.99. This is our biggest sale of the year. Visit PianoCraft today, 4240 South Fremont in Springfield.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. Long before Surf and Turf gained its catchy nickname, people were already pairing the best of land and sea on special occasions. Retro Metro celebrates that tradition with their Jeremy and Julia Surf and Turf. A 6 or 10 ounce filet, served over Cajun cream pappardelle pasta, topped with 3 grilled shrimp, and a house-made crab cake, finished with fresh béarnaise. Experience the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
All right, back on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Glad you're along on the ride with us this morning as we get ready for a hot one today. Probably a good day to play some golf right there in the hot heat. Oh, wait, Paige Bowman's online. Hey, you like to play golf in the heat, don't you?
That's true. I do like to play golf in the heat.
Does the ball fly a little bit farther for you out there this time of year or not?
Especially right now, yes.
Yeah, those long drives, you get out there and sets up that next shot, doesn't it? So how you doing? How things coming along for you?
I'm doing good. I've been playing lots of golf this summer, getting ready to leave. I leave August 15th, and I'm so excited.
And you're going to Mizzou, right?
Mizzou, yes.
All right.
So what's the summer circuit look like for you? What kind of tournaments have you played in?
I've played the Missouri Women's Amateur, and then I've played some qualifiers, and then I have some AJGAs coming up next. And then I've also played some like Missouri team events like Four State, and then I'm going to play in Southern Cup also.
Man, that's a busy schedule.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is
since
pretty
school's
busy.
ended.
It is. Yeah. I've always played in lots of summer tournaments, so this summer's the exact same.
Well, I mean, that's the greatest time to play, right? I mean, because you're not in school, you just go out in the morning, get a nice round out in the morning before it gets too hot, and it's a great time to play, actually.
It is perfect, yes.
So how has your game been? Tell us about some of your tournaments, some of your performances.
It's been pretty good. I started the summer off at USGA 4-ball in South Carolina, and it was super fun. My teammate was a girl in Arkansas. She's going to Minnesota, and we played. This was our first time qualifying for it, but we made the cut, and then we lost in the first round of match play, but we made it to hole 18, so it was super fun and it was a good experience. And then I played in the Missouri Women's AM in the beginning of summer, and I got tied for 5th. It was at Columbia Country Club, so it was it was fun to like play there because I'll be playing there a lot recently.
Yeah.
And then I played pretty good. My dad caddied for me, so that was fun. And then I played in a few qualifiers, and I played in girls 4-state, and we won girls 4-state, so that was fun. It's like a team event with like 6 girls, and we all compete against, like, I think it's Nebraska, Kansas, and Iowa. Yeah, that's who we played against. So that was fun. And then I played in the US girls qualifier, which it's going on right now and I'm not there, but I tied for 1st and then lost in a playoff. So it's going good though. I'm practicing a lot, and my next one's on Monday. It's the Branson AJGA. So
Okay.
I'm excited for that.
How is Dad doing? I appreciate you mentioning him. How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's doing better. He's working hard, and I've been bringing him out to the golf course with me a lot. So trying to get him back to playing golf. He's been putting and chipping a little bit. So it's slow, but it's going good, I'd say.
Good. What are your thoughts on your upcoming new home course in Columbia? What you played there? What are your thoughts on it?
I love it. I love Old Hawthorne. I stayed with my good friend Audrey at the Missouri Women's Am, and she lives on Old Hawthorne. So it
Oh,
was
wow.
perfect because we got to warm up there every morning and then practice there in the afternoons. So that was awesome. And then there's always been an AJGA tournament there every summer besides the last 2 summers. So I've gotten to play there a lot. And then Southern Cup is there this year too. So I feel like I know it pretty well, and I like the course and the practice facilities and everything. So I'm so excited.
So fill us in. You're headed to Mizzou. How much do the coaches stay in contact with you? Are they working with you right now before you actually start school?
Yeah, a little bit. They definitely talk to me, keep up with me. The assistant coach came and watched me at the Missouri Women's Am, and then they're always checking on me, asking how I'm doing, and then they try to watch me as much as they can, which is nice because they're doing their own recruiting and stuff. But yeah, we've been keeping in touch, especially since it's getting closer and closer.
So typically, do they try to change things with some of their players? Are they going to try and change your swing when you get there?
I don't think so. I think they'll definitely try to like help us in any ways, but we have our own like swing coaches and stuff like that, and they'll be there to help us and guide us, but I don't think it'll be like a change thing as soon as I get there.
A lot of it is when you have a coach, the coaching staff there in a college situation, is a lot of it, hey, maybe you've never played this course before. When you go out there and they kind of give you some tips and kind of maybe where to play the ball and kind of set up your approach. Is that kind of what they do a lot of?
Yes, and it's a lot of like looking at stats and like looking at your own game and seeing what you can fix on your own, I'd say, and them helping you decide what you can do better is what
So
it sounds like to me.
Do you work on different aspects, try to improve different aspects of your game each summer, each year when you have a chance?
Yes. During the off season, I'm always working on gaining speed and getting stronger. And then during the summer, I'm still working on that, but it's a little bit put on the back burner because then it's like I'm working on my short game and my technique and my swing. So that's kind of what I do. And then during the summer, I work on pretty much everything: chipping, putting, hitting.
Is there a lot of tech used in golf these days?
Yes, and I am not a technical person at all. I just like for someone to tell me, this is what you're doing wrong and this is what you need to do. That's what I like. So a lot of times I go to a coach, Ryan Brody at Southern Hills, and he is very technical, and so is my brother. And me and my dad are not. So they like to tell us things, and then my dad will kind of help me put it in a way, hey, just do this. And it's a lot easier because me and my dad think like the same way.
That makes a lot of sense because, despite having all this technological stuff out there, these stats, these analytics type of stuff, some people are learners that like you, that just help me relate to me, help me figure out the best way to do this. I don't want to look at a bunch of stats, a bunch of this kind of stuff. Just tell me what I need to do. I'll make the adjustment. That's kind of where you are, right?
Yes, that's exactly how I think. I don't care about the numbers, or I don't even know what they mean. I just want to know what I need to do to fix it. Yes.
Yep.
So what's the status on you traveling with the team this year? I mean, how many golfers are there? What are the numbers for the Mizzou golf team?
Well, it's very different this year. So last year there was 9 on the team, and then there was 10 on the team and then 9 on the team. And we're losing 5 of those players. 3 graduated, and they were in the lineup every week. And then 2 that transferred. One was a really good player named Ebba. She transferred to Arkansas. And then another one, her name was Sancho, but she didn't play as much. She's going to a school in Florida. And so that left only 4 of them, or 3 of them actually, from the previous year. And then we have a transfer coming in from Alabama. And then there's 2 freshmen. So there's only 6 of us on the team this year, which is crazy. But that leaves better chance for playing, so I don't mind it at all. They'll take 5, usually 5 to a tournament, and a lot of times they'll take a sub or an individual also. So
yeah, so they'll in a tournament, your team, they play 5, right? Your
they play
lineup is
5, and then they take 4 scores.
They take 5. Yeah, 5 golfers take the top 4 of your team. Yep.
Yes, that's right.
So I look at the roster. There's Scotland, there's Sweden, there's Denmark, and there is the Netherlands, and probably the biggest international or foreign player is the one from Texas. You're going to have to learn how to talk Southern drawl. I guess the other languages should be pretty easy, but that Texas language, oh, my goodness.
Yes, we have a lot of foreign girls. My coach is from Sweden, and so that's cool. And then, the other girls from Texas is a sophomore, and I've gotten to know her pretty well, so I'm excited. My roommate is from Denmark, though, so that's really cool.
And she's a golfer, the roommate is?
Yes, she's on the golf team,
Okay, cool.
What tournaments are you excited about when you get there? Have you looked at the schedule, and what do you like about it?
Yes, it's not out yet, but I have like a rough draft schedule. So I'm really excited we have 5 tournaments in the spring, and then we have, depending on how we do, we'll have like 6 to 8 in the spring.
Okay. 5 in the fall, 6 in the spring.
Yes. Spring is our main season.
5 in the fall, 6 in the spring. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of tournaments.
It is a lot. Yeah.
Anything you're excited about? I mean, any locations you're excited to go?
Ooh, I'm excited to go to Mexico. That's our first one in the spring. And then we go to Arizona a lot in the spring, and then in the fall, our first tournament is in Minnesota. And I have a good friend going to Minnesota, so I'm excited for that one too.
Nice.
And then we also have a home tournament in the fall. That's our second tournament. So I'm excited for that one a lot as well.
Well, very good. Looking forward to keeping up with you at Mizzou. It's going to be an interesting season for sure, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'm so excited.
Well, Paige, thanks so much for joining us on the program. Wish you the best of luck, and look forward to watching you this season at Mizzou.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks, Paige.
Bye.
Paige Bowman, Glendale state champion golfer, headed to Mizzou. That roster, I was looking at that. That's amazing.
International flavor there.
Indeed. There's one other freshman who's from Denmark.
Okay. Probably her roommate. That's probably why she mentioned that. Yeah.
Nina Anderson. And then got Sweden, Scotland, and the Netherlands all on the team, along with Texas and Missouri. One Missouri golfer on the squad, and that's Paige Bowman.
going to Mizzou. That's pretty cool. And I think I know who her friend is at Minnesota. She's a Nevada girl. I would think. I mean, what are the odds? Because golf is not a large rostered thing. It's the Cameron girl. I can't remember her first name, but he's a coach in our organization. Yeah, she just transferred from Louisville to Minnesota. That's got to be her. I mean, literally. I mean, what are the odds of that happening, right? She's a Missouri girl going to Minnesota playing golf. So I would think it's probably her. I meant to mention her. I couldn't remember the name right off the top of my head. But anyway, hey, so we got a lot of great stuff coming up next hour. Of course, we got Full Throttle with Craig Stagner coming up at 8:20. And Steve Strain coming up at 8:40, talking some Wichita sports. They get the NCAA opening round. They're splitting that with Dayton. What's that mean to Wichita? And what's that mean to our area? Are there more opening rounds coming down the road where maybe Springfield could be involved? I don't think it's that whole Denver, Kansas City World Cup thing, but it kind of is with Wichita. I don't know. That's to me anyway. Hey, we got a great hour coming up next on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play It Again Sports.
Springfield weather on The Jock.
Happy Wednesday. It's a quiet morning across the Ozarks, but we'll find a chance for scattered rain showers and a few thunderstorms this afternoon after 1 o'clock. Rain is most likely in areas near and south of I-44. Could pick up a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch. Some spots more, others see less. Rain showers fade away this evening or dry overnight tonight. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus.
And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think?
Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance.
That's not the full picture with Abacus.
Not even close. At Abacus, accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services.
HR surprises people. Why would we offer that?
Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth.
So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business.
And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions.
Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
When you start spending money on your marketing, making mistakes is not something you want to do. So Roy Williams, author of the best-selling books The Wizard of Ads and Secret Formulas of the Wizard of Ads, presents the 10 most common mistakes in marketing. Number 6, unsubstantiated claims. When it comes to your ads, you cannot commit the cardinal sin of advertising something that you don't offer to your customer. You also don't want your ad copy filled with adjectives and empty rhetoric. Rather, your ad should be filled with verbs in an effort to show, not tell your customers why they should do business with you. While fluffy adjectives are fun, they only tell the customer about you. Verbs, meanwhile, show the customer what your product or service can do for them. And in the end, that's all people really care about. What can your brand do for me? For more on the 10 most common mistakes in marketing, visit ZimmerCommunications.com, your marketing resource in Southwest Missouri. ZimmerCommunications.com.
This is Mike Greenberg, and you're listening to 96.9 and AM 1060 ESPN The Jock
On KBFL Springfield, K245CA Springfield. Springfield's total sports station, ESPN The Jock, with this local sports center update with Don Luzader.
National Leaguers didn't even score a run at the All-Star game at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. 11 American League pitchers combined to allow 3 hits. One of those pitchers was Michael Wacha of the Royals. He worked a scoreless inning. AL pitcher striking out 15 National League batters in a 4-0 win Tuesday night. It's the AL's 4th overall shutout in All-Star play. Bobby Witt Jr. of the Royals, starting shortstop for the American League. He had a walk and a run scored in that ball game. Jordan Walker of the Cards, the home run derby champion, was 0 for 1 with a strikeout. St. Louis to Springfield. The Springfield Cardinals go into the All-Star break in first place in the second half Texas League North standings, 1 game ahead of the Drillers. They'll open a series at Route 66 Stadium against Amarillo Friday night at 7:05. I'm Don Luzader on The Jock.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Highland Dairy.
Springfield weather on The Jock.
Happy Wednesday. It's a quiet morning across the Ozarks, but we'll find a chance for scattered rain showers and a few thunderstorms this afternoon after 1 o'clock. Rain is most likely in areas near and south of I-44. Could pick up a quarter inch to a half inch. Some spots more, others see less. Rain showers fade away this evening or dry overnight tonight. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
Going out of town? Take ESPN The Jock with you at 969thejock.com. You can hear the best of the Ozarks with Chef Tiny, Full Throttle with Craig Stagner, or The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. ESPNthejock.com.
What I love the most about Zimmer Communications is that I'm always busy learning.
We all want to see each other succeed. I think that's a huge part of working here and huge benefit of working here. There are a lot of jobs in the marketing field, and this is really a place where you can start your career. So many helpful people around you to help you be successful was really awesome for me.
Something that I never thought that I would do before.
If you're thinking about starting a new career, I really suggest looking at Zimmer Communications.
Sales positions are open now. Apply today at zimmercommunications.com.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Opening drive. It's opening drive.
Opening drive.
It's the opening drive.
It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is sports radio done differently. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Hey, welcome back to The Opening Drive, hour number 2. And Tom there on the Facebook Live showing up the Santa bobblehead they'll be giving out here this weekend. I think that's on, looks like that's on Saturday. The Bobble Body giveaway. Santa Claus Bobble Body. I guess he's not his head's moving, it's his body moves, I guess, is kind of the whole thing.
It's Christmas in July for the Springfield Cardinals this week.
Starting Friday.
Yep.
They're back off the All-Star break. Friday night, 7:05. Saturday, 6:35. Sunday, 6:05. Out to 66. Taking on the Amarillo Sod Poodles. And so it's Christmas in July for the next 3 days out there starting Friday. So pretty cool deal. You got the Cashew Chickens, I guess, are playing in some really interesting jerseys on Saturday. This week. So, and actually that's strike that. That is on, that's on Friday. It looks like. So I'm actually wearing it all weekend. It looks like they're wearing it for 2 days. I mean, Cashew Chickens for 2 days. Wow. That's cool.
What other names could we call the Springfield, if they like to adopt names that fit, here, apparently teams like to do that, where Cashew Chicken was invented here, they say.
Yes.
So, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
What else is Springfield known for that you can call the baseball team?
I don't know. What up? I don't know. Throw that out there. If you got a name out there, throw it out there. Let's put it out there on the Jock Chat or put it
Hillbillies?
on Hillbillies would be good. Snipe hunters are pretty good. I mean, that's
I don't know if we're known for snipe hunting.
Yeah,
that was something I talked about on the show.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all that was.
There's some probably pretty good names we're not thinking of.
I don't think you want to call them. Well, you call them the Hillbillies.
Yeah.
Ozark.
Bald knobbers. I don't know. There's probably some good ones out there. Well, we're going to talk with Steve Strain later in the show from Wichita about the new name of the Wichita Wind Surge starting next year. I think it's the Turbo Tubs. I'm pretty sure it's what it is. We'll talk to him about that and the mixed reaction of that name. I don't think there's been any mixed reaction to Cashew Chicken. I think people like that. I think that's kind of a cool
You think
thing.
so?
I think so. That's cool. They've come up with cool logos for that, with the box, with the chopsticks and everything. That's kind of a cool deal. I mean, and we are known for Cashew Chicken. So that's kind of a thing. People all around the country say, what's Springfield known for? They'll go through the list, Bass Pro Shop, Cashew Chicken. And people are like, Cashew Chicken? Yeah, we're known for that. A lot of people don't even know what Cashew Chicken is. You know that? They don't even know what that is.
Honestly, no, I'm not going to say. No, it's. I mean, we eat there a lot.
Yeah, sure.
At, the original home.
Original, yeah. But anyway, so I mean, we can be known for a lot of different things. Hey, some World Cup action yesterday. If you're still following the World Cup, if you're not, well, that's fine too. Spain, number one in the world, beats France yesterday 2-0, and I thought France was going to win the whole thing, but they're not. So Spain advances onto the World Cup final in New York. Actually, the dumpiest stadium they could ever have a World Cup final in New York, but that's okay because they want more tickets. It's the biggest stadium. They could have had a lot of other places, but they're going to have it in New York, because, America's known for New York. Anyway, England takes on Argentina in the other semifinal today at 2 p.m. That'll be on Fox, Telemundo, and all that kind of good stuff. There is a third place game, Tom. Did you know that? There is a third place game in the World Cup.
What?
There is a third place game. So France will take on either Argentina or England. It'll probably be England. It'll be France and England going back to the old Battle of Hastings days, going after each other there. Probably in a third place game, but I don't know. England, Argentina today. We'll figure that out. And then, by the way, look at the final four of the World Cup: France, Spain, England, Argentina. 3 colonials there. 3 colonials. See that? France, Spain, and England, and then one that was colonized, Argentina. That's interesting.
Well, they had one match last night, obviously, one today, and then the championship Sunday. So third place will be Sunday as well?
Yeah.
Or
I don't know when third place
Saturday
is.
or Sunday.
I don't think anybody even cares when third place is.
No.
I think the players don't care about a third place game. I've always said third place games, I don't know. I'm not a big third place game. It's such a downer. It's just a downer game. And I know people in high school, we have third place games in our state championships and stuff, but honestly, I don't know. You're there to win the whole thing. You don't win the whole thing, it's kind of like, Then if you lose a third place game, it's even worse.
Yeah.
It's even worse. You don't get a medal.
There's got to be money. So I'm sure it's
we talked about that yesterday.
Money.
The tiered money. Yeah, they're going to get a little bit more of a paycheck there, but like in high school, I don't know. You guys may disagree with me on that. Third place games, it's not about the third place game. It's about you don't win the third place game. You're fourth place. You don't get I just don't think that's. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of that. I mean, you're there to play for the championship. We're not there to play for third. We already know you're good. The 2 teams that don't win the semifinal, and I think any of those sports should be co-third place. They all get medals for that. I think that's the way it should be. But that's just me,
Well, looking at what Springfield's known for, obviously, invented cashew chicken here, Route 66. So we know a little bit about that. We got a stadium named after Route 66. What else? There's the most restaurants per capita in the country. Didn't know that.
Oh my gosh, that's 100% correct.
Yep.
We are the most eaten us out town in this country. Literally, I go by every restaurant. You go on James River at 6:00. Look at the restaurants on your right and left. You go all the way down James River from Glenstone all the way down to Campbell. There are literally cars and trucks parked on grass eating out every night. We are literally we eat out more than any other town in the country.
Well, that may be true, but we also go through restaurants like it's.
That's true too.
How many have been here a year? We've got one right next door here.
Oh yeah,
that just went out of business. We don't want to talk about
nationwide though. They went under. That's not good.
Goodness. It's not the Golden Arches.
No, part of it's their color scheme. I don't know how you'd eat a place with a color scheme like that. Every time I drive by, I'm like, ugh. There's something to be had with marketing and colors. Why do you think the Golden Arches have golden arches and bright red and bright yellow?
The problem with that is that now they're not all bad, but they're going to let a 22-year-old college grad come right into their business, making $60,000, $70,000, and decide everything that needs, because they learned it in a book. They're gonna take care of all the marketing for this company.
Yeah.
22-year-old.
Trying to appeal to that generation, I guess. Yeah, but we do have a lot. Yeah, known for a lot of restaurants.
Trail of Tears runs through Springfield.
West Springfield, yeah. But I mean, not known for it though.
Battles. There's been some Civil War battles here.
Yeah, there's been a few. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would say if
Few husband and wife battles.
There you go.
That are called Civil War.
So I would say probably the biggest thing, it would be Cashew Chicken and Route 66. Wouldn't you think? I mean, above and beyond. So it could be the Springfield 66ers. I wouldn't be surprised if that comes out. Okay, by the way, Ozark Snipe Hunters guy. Ozark Snipe Hunter. Springfield 66ers. Did you hear that? Springfield 66ers. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. There'll be an alternate night of Springfield 66ers because I just said it. You said Ozark Snipe Hunters, right?
Yeah.
Springfield 66ers. We're playing at Route 66 Stadium. It's happening. Look at that right there. Hold on. I'm going to get on the trademark thing here on the government here and get that trademark real quick. All right.
I got some other notes here. Let me throw out a few notes here. Didn't even get to my MLB stuff. We were talking about the Olympics. So MLB teams right now averaging 419 more fans per game per team this season. I was surprised by that with the World Cup in town or in the United States that Major League Baseball per team per game averaging more fans. So the World Cup didn't make a dent in Major League Baseball. There's sports fans out there for every season and reason.
For sure. That's
no
good.
doubt about it.
Good.
Let's see. Time-wise, this year, interesting. Major League Baseball games, 9-inning game is averaging 2 hours, 42 minutes. This is 4 minutes longer, 3 minutes longer than last year, 4 minutes longer than 24. So it's supposed to be shorter, but still 2 hours, 42 minutes. That's better than well over 3 hours that it was before they tried to shorten the game. I like that.
Pitch clock really helped there, yeah.
Yep. Trayvon Brazil signed a 4-year, $9.3 million deal with Denver.
Nice. Got paid.
He did indeed. And
well,
my joke yesterday, did you see my joke?
No, I didn't. Darn it.
Yeah, I said, rumors are that he's taking a pay cut from what he made at Arkansas from the NIL.
That's funny. He scored 32 last night. Did you see that? 32 in the Summer League game out in Vegas.
Wow.
Trayvon drops 32 on, I don't know who they played. I mean, it's Summer League, but hey, drop 32.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is really good. Major League Baseball strength of schedule the rest of the year. Okay. Just looking at the Cardinals and the Cardinals and Royals. The hardest schedule in Major League Baseball the rest of the season, Milwaukee.
Oh.
So let's look at the National League Central. The Cubs have the 6th toughest schedule. Pittsburgh 7th. Cincinnati 8th. The Cardinals 22nd.
Hey there.
That's good news. Now,
look at that.
The American League Central, they're kind of all bunched up. The White Sox have the 17th toughest schedule. Minnesota's 23rd, Kansas City 26th, Detroit 29, Cleveland 30. So that one
30. Come on.
Yeah. Cleveland 30.
The Royals got the what? 20 what?
26th out of 30. So
it just shows you what division's playing what divisions, what that shows you.
Exactly. And keep that in mind when we look at the second half record.
Yeah.
You know, if they're struggling in the second half with that,
yes, 20.
There is a real big problem.
There's already a real big problem, but anyway, yeah. Wow.
So anyway, that's I thought that was interesting. The Cardinals, all the other teams in the division have much tougher. They're all in the single digits, and the Cardinals are 22nd toughest. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but they had one of the toughest first half schedules.
Okay. Well,
mark that down.
There you go. So
and a winning record.
And a winning record against that. So hopefully they can continue that on. The trade deadline will be the next big hurdle for the Cardinals, and not so much for the Royals, but we'll see how much the Royals are selling at the deadline as opposed to the Cardinals buying. So
right.
That'd be interesting.
One other note here, and again, coming up, Full Throttle with Craig Stagner, and then buddy Steve Strain from Wichita at 8:40 this morning. USC, the Trojans, signed a 10-year deal with Nike.
Okay.
10-year deal with Nike, a very heavy NIL component to this deal. This will change. Nike's getting into the strength and training element now.
Okay.
So USC will have a big Nike fitness center or training center,
Weight
basically.
room and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Nike, I've never known them to have that type of stuff. They'll have custom uniforms for the hoop men's and women's teams with Nike all over. So 10-year deal didn't give the dollar amount, but a lot of these deals now, university deals, have the NIL component to them.
Wow.
That's the new wave of sponsorships.
Yeah, it is. Wow. I just look at that. If you got a Nike jumping on there, and you got, of course, Nike's huge, massive supporters of the Oregon Ducks, obviously, right there in the backyard. Of course, Phil Knight went to Oregon and very, very much a beneficiary thereof. So this is going to be interesting to see these deals as they pop down, from the Power Fours especially. What's going to be left for schools like Missouri State? What's going to be left out there? That's the concern. And I think there's a massive schism coming between the Power Fours and the rest of everybody else.
Well, you hope that they can find some local, dollars. The big boys are going to go with the big boys. The Nikes, the big companies probably going to go with the national brands.
Yeah.
Ohio State's, Michigan's, that kind of stuff. But there's still local monies available. And think about it. Companies in this town, we know who they are, the big ones. They're looking for employees, and the fact that they could sponsor a Missouri State and perhaps lure some, students away after they graduate to stay in town and work for the home office. Yeah.
Keep them here.
Makes sense. Makes sense that they get involved with the university and help out.
I hope so. I hope that, I hope when all of this is not said and done, because it's going to be an ongoing, just keep on going for an evolution type of thing. I hope that the local communities, like you just said, Tom, will come together. The business owners and everybody will come together and say, this is our town. This is our region. We're going to support our local institution and put forth a good product on the field to, again, like you said, recruit athletes to work for them, recruit students in general to support the local community. I hope it, I don't want to say circle the wagons type thing, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Hey, we got to take care of ourselves here. Can't depend on Nike to come in and give us a big deal.
Right.
The big schools will get their Nike and their Adidas deals and their Under Armour deals and so on and so forth. We need to make sure that our dollars are staying here in our community and recycling through our community. And that's how we become stronger. I totally agree. We need the big ones around here, and we all know who they are. We need them to step up and say, listen, we're with Missouri State. We're with Mo State. We're with Drury. We're with Evangel. We're with our schools, our area, our high schools. That's who we're for. And I think that will make us a stronger community. And I think we can do that here in the Ozarks. I think that's a big deal.
One company here that doesn't have any problems getting sponsorships, the ORP TV fellas.
Oh, yeah.
People
Absolutely.
that run the ORP TV.
Mm-hmm.
If we only knew anybody from ORP TV.
I know. Hey, I know somebody.
What?
Craig Stagner. We can talk to him. And by golly, I think he's there. He's going to be coming on next. Let's talk some racing. Full Throttle is back. No more half throttle. No more choke the lawnmower engine to get that thing started. We got Full Throttle coming up next on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob and Craig Stagner. After this on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play It Sports.
If it matters in the Ozarks, it matters here. From Missouri State to the Cardinals and beyond, start your day with The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 on ESPN, The Jock.
The leaves aren't the only thing that can get brighter in the fall. 'Tis the season to play under the lights. At Play It Again Sports, football and soccer players reload every year with lots of new and gently used gear. From shoulder pads, helmets, mouthpieces, gloves, and footballs to soccer shoes, shin guards, shorts, and jerseys. If you play a fall sport, it's more than likely we'll see you soon at Play It Again Sports. When you trade in, you win. Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Shopping Center.
Your home is where life happens. It's where kids play, pets roam, and memories are made. Since 1978, Robinson Fence Company has taken pride in building fences the right way. Every fence we build reflects our commitment to doing honest work for our neighbors. With over 4,000 fences installed, our experience speaks for itself. Rooted right here in Springfield and our office in Dallas, Texas, we're proud to be a hometown company. Robinson Fence Company. Family owned, locally trusted. Professional fencing by professional people.
All right, there's your new AC unit. You should be all set.
What do you mean, should be?
Yep, you should be all set. Thanks and good luck.
And that's when you realize it wasn't such a good idea to go with one of the guys who had the AC unit for cheaper. Rodgersville Heating and Cooling won't just chuck it in a truck, plug it in, and leave. They take the time to install and quality check everything they do, so you can come home to comfort with Rodgersville Heating and Cooling. RodgersvilleHVAC.net.
Life's stressful enough, so when something unexpected happens, it's that much worse. That's why it's important that you're covered by Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent David Kinsman. He's not your typical insurance agent. He will fight for you. He's also a local and understands his community. Whether it's home and auto insurance to life and business, he has you covered on all fronts. So when something happens, don't sweat, because David Kinsman has your back. Google David Kinsman, Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance today.
Summer road trip season is here. Before you hit the highway, visit CNC Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any shocks and struts replacement. New shocks and struts can help improve ride quality and handling for all those summer miles ahead. And don't forget the heat. Save 25% on a complete AC system check and service during CNC Automotive's Summer Special. That's a free oil change with shocks and struts replacement, plus 25% off AC service. Call CNC Automotive today and get summer ready.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
I feel the need for speed.
Strap in and hold on. It's time for Full Throttle with Craig Stagner, your home for Ozarks dirt, speed, and horsepower. From the green flag to the checkered, we've got the drivers, the stories, and the racing that matter. Let's go Full Throttle!
Full Throttle in the studio, too. Look at him. He is back up and running. Craig, how you doing, buddy?
Man, I am happy to be here. I couldn't help but think about this week. I heard people mentioning, Tom talked about my episode the Sunday that this all happened for me, that I got up and limped off from stage from my studio and went and got sick. I actually thought that I had, during my pre-recording and editing, that I had edited it out. I did, but then I posted the wrong version. So So what that kind of, I heard people mention, the Jordan flu game, Kurt Gibson, who, by the way, Kurt Gibson, without putting any math logic to this, just your gut feeling, how old do you think Kurt Gibson was when he limped out there and hit that home run? How old do you think he was?
I thought he was, was he in his 40s or no?
31.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's the perception, right?
I assumed he was like 75 back then. It felt like.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, of course, Joe Montana and the Chicken Soup Bowl. So I come back from the grips of the Reaper, and we're here. So, I did a little segment on my show last Sunday, and then I put it forth as just a standalone segment, kind of a PSA about your colon health. Rob Gronkowski did a big advertisement before the Super Bowl talking about getting that check. Let me just tell you, and we can get into it as much as you want to or as little. Don't wait until you think you have a problem to go get that free colonoscopy at the age of 45, because I was thinking, well, if I ever have something that I feel like is a medical issue, I'll go have it addressed. Saturday, I rode for 4 hours at Soggy Bottom Motocross, probably logged 25 laps, rode the most aggressive, best riding I've done on a motocross track at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Sunday morning. I was in the beginning throes of what would be emergency life-saving surgery that night. So don't wait. It's free. Go get your check. I should have done it. Don't go through what I've gone through. Let this be a lesson.
Okay, so it wasn't you didn't hurt yourself, and that's what went in. This was something that was happening to you while you were racing, basically. I didn't know. I thought maybe you had a wreck and caused something, jarred something, mixed it up. But no, this is something completely separate.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what they were asking me. I said, I was fine yesterday morning. Well, did you wreck? No. Were you having stomach pains?
Okay.
No. Were you having eat? No. So what essentially happened is that just popcorn can be one of your biggest weak points. The shape of the colon has some like little pockets in it, and those seeds, popcorn kernels, get in there, and then it develops an abscess, and it just ruptures. I had zero symptoms going into this, but a funny side note is that while they were doing the CAT scan to see why I was the way I was, I said, "Hey, would you take a look at my back just while you're doing the X-ray? Would you look at my back? I heard it back in May or March." And he came out and he said, "Well, which one of the two broken vertebrae are you talking about?" And I said, "Well, that answers my question.
There you go.
One was from 15 years ago and one was from March." He said, "You didn't have it looked at?" And I said, "I just took some ibuprofen and kept riding." So I've been riding for 3 months with a fractured L1 vertebrae.
Oh, gee, many Christmas.
We don't make the best decisions always in my household.
It's like we're doing a show with the $6 million man here.
And you mentioned earlier, Rob said something about, "Don't tell me what to do. This is America." Yeah. Well, that's exactly the attitude I took with my wife when we left the hospital. I said, "I want Andes." She said, "Yeah, you don't have those kind of rights here in this household. You're not allowed to drive. We're going home." Yeah. So it's lactose-free chocolate milk is about as good a treat as I've had so far.
Let me be clear about America. You'll tell us what to do. Our wives can tell us what to do. Let's make that delineation right there.
Yeah. She's like, "You go ahead and try to contact the embassy and see how that works out for you because you're going home."
Well, Craig, I can relate to your situation. My wife went through colon cancer a couple years ago, and same deal, sepsis, all the things that you went through. Was in the hospital for a week, and then had the radiation and all that stuff. So I know what you were going through, man. That is a trying time, no doubt about it.
When I got there too, we went to Ozark to the new Evans Road ER because we knew it would be. So we booked right in. We was in there, and he told me once he got the X-ray back, he said, "You're leaking toxins and blood like crazy into your body." He said, "In 48 hours, you'd have been dead. And if you'd have waited 24 more hours to come here, we'd have made you real comfortable until you were dead." Basically, which my first thought was Kyle Busch, which is exactly what he went through. Yeah. You get to a point where that battle is so lost that there's no reversing it back. But what was really funny is they had me so hopped up on morphine and fentanyl that my wife was telling me, and I didn't even remember this, that when we got to the hospital, I kept saying, "I need to get up and walk around." She said, "No, you're not." And she says, I told her, "I'm cognitively okay." And she said, "You are full of crap. Lay down."
We're so glad you're good, man. Golly, that we were just kind of when you sent that initially, like, "Okay, yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday." No, we're not on Wednesday. This is a serious deal. So we're so glad you're back. And but did you follow some racing there while you're laid up?
Oh man, I've been watching soccer. I've been watching racing. Racing on this past weekend, you talked about Major League Baseball with the All-Star game not doing themselves any favors with some of the things that went on with it. NASCAR this past weekend was in Atlanta. Sunday night races are never a good idea because you have so little wiggle room for something to go wrong. Sure. Green flag drops at 7:19 in Atlanta. They go into a 3+ hour rain delay. They restart the race at 12:01 Monday morning. Oh the race wrapped up at 2:45 a.m. Atlanta time. Wow. There's no one there.
No.
There's almost no one there. So what are they doing this week? Well, it was already pre-planned, but they're racing at 6:00 on Sunday night again this weekend too. So it doesn't do you any favor when you're trying to grow your sport from a fan base and the race, the checkered flag drops about 3 hours before your fan base has to leave for work in the morning.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, I've always thought that those even if it's summertime, doesn't matter if it's summertime. I don't know why you're racing at 6:00, 7:00 at night because any weather related deal, you're not running. I mean, that's just they did run, but is the next morning. Basically.
Yeah, you're not doing your fan base any favors by doing it that way. So it's so much better. I realize you have the heat and there's a lot of things, and this doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, like you and Tom said earlier, do we remember the Good World All-Star games? No. Do you remember the thing where they ran out of pitchers and things? I don't even watch the All-Star game. I remember that when they went, we got nobody else who can throw a baseball. We'll just go home.
Yep, we're gonna tie. We're done. I remember that too. That's the one we remember.
Oh yeah. You always remember the bad things. You don't remember the good things. So nobody remembers the house that didn't catch on fire.
That's true. Yeah.
So Craig, are you going to deputize Sean as maybe a deputy ORP TV reporter?
Well, he did a fine job. I actually have a buddy named Austin Aziz who is from Fairgrove. You had the Fairgrove football coach on this week.
Yeah.
Austin is my A1 number one buddy. He's races Legends cars. They look like little 32 Fords and that kind of thing, but they're a real small scale. He races them at Lucas Oil Speedway and Springfield Raceway and such. He used to do a show from his house, Austin Aziz Racing, him and his brother. If anybody was going to fill in, and my wife had said before when we were going on vacation, she said, you don't need to do the show on vacation. Just have Austin go to our house and do it from there. But he's so busy with sports, but that would be my guy. He was in line Sunday night when I was going in. I said, not to get too dark, but I said, if this doesn't go well, tell Austin to come get everything out of the studio he wants. So he's my guy. But Sean did jump my gun there a little bit. He talked a little bit about Dylan McCowan from Urbana, which is the same home place as Prime Trucking, my friend, Mr. Robert Lowe, Urbana, Missouri. Dylan McCowan is just 22 years old. He had never won a dirt super late model race feature before. He's a successful racer. Moved up Friday night. This is the 20th annual CMH Diamond Nationals. You had racers like he mentioned, Ricky Thornton. You had Kyle Bronson, Hudson O'Neill. You have Brandon Shepard, some of the top racers in the country. And this 22-year-old kid who is over at big races goes from third place to first place to win $15,000 on Friday night. Then Saturday night, he goes from fifth place to first place and picks up another $25,000 and a diamond ring. So he goes into this past weekend, no career wins in the Super Dirt Late Model Series, walks out with over $40,000 in checks and a diamond ring, and the best weekend ever.
Wow, that's crazy, isn't it? No wins, nothing. All of a sudden, that's a great weekend.
Yeah, and it's not that
he'd been satisfied just the one, right? I mean, the 15,000, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and it's not like he'd had a big unsuccessful streak. It's just that he's new moving up to this class. So, boy, talk about making a big splash. But one other kid I would be remiss not to talk about is a friend of mine named Logan Moreno. He's from Quapaw, Oklahoma, which is just a little bit southwest of Joplin, races this area. He has 3 national NASCAR Youth Series championships under his belt, 100 wins. He races, they're like the little Tony Stewart cars, like the race over at the Lucas Oil, the Driller and that kind of thing, the Chili Bowl, but they're the junior versions. He just signed on with Haggerty Racing Promotions into the $100,000 youth sponsorship program that will help him. This kid's future, he wants to be an F1 driver. You're going to want to remember this name, Rob. Logan Moreno. He is 15 years old, 3 times national youth NASCAR champion, 100 wins. And he is going to someday, he's going to be an F1 driver, I guarantee you. So that's a really good story.
That's cool. Maybe my son can be his engineer. That'd be pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Missouri guys, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. We talked a little bit about, you touched on it last week, Austin Faulkner. Austin Faulkner, pro motocross racer from Richards, Missouri, which Richards is basically a mailbox. This is the Nevada outskirts. Austin Faulkner, one of the all-time 250. Again, this would be like the AAA. You have it used to be 125. Now they go to 4 strokes. It's 250 and 450. That being said, In the second tier series, Austin Forkner is one of the all-time greats. He's tied for third on most Supercross wins in the history of AMA Pro Motocross and Supercross. He announced his retirement this week. Just 27 years old. This kid is one of the all-time greats. Just unfortunately, sometimes you break something, your car starts to break down, you have an unfortunate thing, and then it just keeps breaking down. Plagued with so many injuries, but he's a 6-time AMA national champion, third on the list of all-time wins in the Supercross series, one of the greats. He married a beautiful young woman who is a Monster Energy girl and has a son now that just turned 1 year old. So he's got a lot going on for him. And if we can get in contact with his agent, he will be a Missouri Motocross Hall of Famer very, very soon, hopefully this year.
Yeah,
so if anybody with connections to Austin, I'm going to try to reach out to him. We're going to be in contact with him about this 8th annual Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame event coming up in February.
That's awesome.
27 years old and a Hall of Famer already.
Yeah.
In motocross, though, he signed with Kawasaki as a what they call like a privateer. You're not full factory. He turned pro at 17 or 18, but you become a co-factory rider. There's different terms for it over the years, but you get some better equipment at 12. He won 6 national championships as an amateur before he turned pro at 17. So, it's just one of those sports like you get that was maybe some golf, some tennis, where by the time you're 25, they're starting to go, you're kind of getting a little long in the tooth.
Yeah.
So 27, 10 years as a pro, but just head injuries, back injuries, lacerated spleen, and on motocross, you have your 2 hands and what you can squeeze with your legs. And when one of those arms is completely atrophied and you can't hold on anymore, that's a real problem when you're doing 60 miles per hour through jumps and you only have one hand.
Yeah, that's a quick career ender, pretty much. It's one of those things. You have certain sports. You're like, I don't know when to hang it up. Yeah, motocross, you kind of know. I mean,
when you can't hold on to the bike anymore, that's an issue. Yeah.
So, and NASCAR coming up this weekend again?
Yes. NASCAR will be racing this weekend. They are over at North Wilkesboro, racing on Saturday and Sunday. It's the Truck Series on Saturday and the Cup Series on Sunday. So both those going on. The racing that Sean was talking about this weekend coming up from Eldora is on Flow Racing. So that's one of those ones that you have to subscribe to Flow Racing to get it. But F1, I don't know if you're going to get up early for this or not, Rob, but 8 a.m. from Belgium on Apple TV, F1 racing this weekend. So
Rhett will be all over. That's Spa. That's a good track. That's Rhett's favorite track. I know he'll be watching.
That's what's awesome is you could wake up and you're still in bed and you can just wake up and kind of rub your eyes and turn on the remote and boom, you're watching racing. Yep. So we kind of had that this weekend where I said it was the duality of man. We had the duality of being stag this weekend. I was Sunday, I was watching Wimbledon. Felt very fancy. My wife made me some white fish on rice with lemon, and I'm eating it in bed, watching Wimbledon, feeling very, very hoity-toity, watching it. And then I remembered that 12 hours before that, I was watching UFC, eating macaroni and cheese out of the saucepan that she had with a spoon. So we went from real high society to real trailer park in 12 hours. But that's the duality of stag.
The duality. That's not just you, man. That's all of us. That's the way it is. Buddy, it's so great to have you back, man. Thanks for coming on the show as always, but just so great to have you back. So glad you're healthy and so glad we caught that. They got that under control for you. So, man, just wonderful.
I cannot tell you. I'm the most open person to tell people that I love them because I never want to leave a situation as somebody go, well, rarely does anybody say, I don't know how Craig feels about me. I love you guys. I love doing this show. And this is one of the things I have been excited for since I knew I was going to be home and no timetable to return to work full time. I was like, hey, I get to do the show from my studio tonight. Yeah. This is why I got up early this morning. I was excited to do this. I love being on ESPN radio with you two. I'm just a little shy of 21,000 followers on ORP TV right now. And I absolutely love doing the show. It's the best show in the world.
We love you too, Craig, man. I tell you what, this has been a fun partnership. It really has. We really appreciate you, man.
Well, thank you so very much for the opportunity.
You bet. Well, you have a great rest of your day. Go back to bed. We'll take it all down from here. No problems there. Tom's got the ship, so we'll go there. He's got the wheel.
All right. We'll see you tonight, 6 p.m. ORP TV Live on Facebook.
ORP TV tonight, 6 p.m. live. And, of course, Sunday, he'll wrap up the weekend like he always does. Thanks, Craig.
Thank you, guys.
You bet. Craig Stagner, Full Throttle, back at Full Throttle.
Nice to have him back, man.
Yeah. I didn't know what we were going to do without him, actually. I was kind of struggling. I was like, what are we going to do for racing news this week? Let me go look up something. I don't know. I mean, but he's got all the good stuff. So
he does, and he looks good too.
He does. But great, man.
Yep.
And the orange. And we matched the Facebook Live orange with your shirt today. I'm glad we did that today. Good job, Tom. I don't think you even came up with that on your own, did you?
It is orange, isn't it?
It is.
That's right. Very nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, let's take a break. We've got Steve Strain coming up next from Wichita. We're going to talk a little Wichita sports and the NCAA tournament. After this, you're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Brought to you by Play Against Sports.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins. The High School Show. ESPNthejock.com.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
When you start spending money on your marketing, making mistakes is not something you want to do. So Roy Williams, author of the best-selling books The Wizard of Ads and Secret Formulas of the Wizard of Ads, presents the 10 most common mistakes in marketing. Number 5, measuring ad effectiveness too quickly. Digital marketing has become all the rage for advertisers, and part of its appeal lies in being able to instantly and accurately measure every ad's effectiveness. Don't be fooled here. Instant and accurate don't always translate to long-term marketing success. In order to become the brand that people think of immediately and feel the best about when purchasing, you'll need to measure your marketing over a much longer period of time. You cannot hold every single ad accountable and expect to build a relationship with your customers. The 10 most common mistakes in marketing. Number 5, measuring ad effectiveness too quickly. For more on the 10 most common mistakes in marketing, visit ZimmerCommunications.com, your marketing resource in Southwest Missouri.
We once had a drone fly a ShopOzarks.com banner around town. It looked super cool until it ran out of battery mid-flight and smashed into someone's siding. That neighbor still won't talk to us. So yeah, on second thought, we'll just stick to what we always do. ShopOzarks.com just gives you real savings on local restaurants, health and fitness, and the best entertainment in the Ozarks. No chaos, no gimmicks, just great local deals at ShopOzarks.com.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Not your average sports show. Louder opinions, better stories, and zero boring mornings. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
All right, back on the Opening Drive with our awesome bump music there from some Euro band that nobody's ever heard of.
That's YouTube approved, baby.
But we are now on YouTube because nobody listens to that music, and nobody will challenge the claim that we're not paying our rights fees or something. But anyway, hey, back on the show, the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, Tom Ladd, Rob Rodgers, and we are continuing our final segment of Hump Day. Thank goodness we're almost there. But we're going to talk a little Wichita sports here, Tom.
We are indeed. A good friend of mine, sportscaster from Wichita, Steve Strain, on the line with us right now. Wanted to talk a little bit about the NCAA tournament and some other things with Steve. Steve, good morning. How you doing?
Doing well. Good to hear your voice again, Tom.
Same here. I hope everything's going well in Kansas. Rob, by the way, my partner, is from about an hour and a half away.
Yeah, hour and a half away. I'm from Burlington, so I got off. I'm from where the nuclear plant is. It provides all your energy.
Very nice. Very nice. A place that we definitely utilize but try to stay far away from.
Correct. I glow at night, so that's just kind of the way it goes. We don't need night lights in our house.
Hey, we just saw, Steve, that Wichita has attracted the next 2 years of the opening round of the NCAA men's basketball tournament. It's going to be in your city-owned facility downtown, I believe. And I know you were part of the women's tournament last year, correct?
Yeah, the Women's Basketball Invitational, the WBIT, which basically has replaced the WNIT as the best of the rest, if you will, once the big tournament takes their selection. So the WBIT had a 32-team tournament, and then the finals, the Final Four, were here in Wichita at Charles Koch Arena, home of Wichita State, of course. And so great job by the folks in charge of luring that here. And it's coming back next year. That was a 2-year deal. So it will be back again next year as well, in addition to the men's tournament starting here.
Well, that's crazy. So it'll be at InTrust Bank Arena, which is your downtown facility, right?
It is. It's a beautiful facility. Seats a little over 10,000 people. Which is not a lot more than Charles Koch Arena, but, just that downtown feel in a larger arena type setting gives it that tournament feel. And it's a nice building. It really is. They've done a great job with it. The university, of course, is considered the host school, Wichita State. And they've done a fantastic job putting this on. The tournament's been here twice in the last 10 years. I think 2019 was the first, and then last year was the second. And they actually were supposed to have another year where I think the women were going to be here, but that was the COVID year when everything got shut down. However, in 22, the women did have a year here also, and it was at the same InTrust Bank Arena. Just indicative of the reputation that Wichita has as a basketball town. A great job by the university, by Visit Wichita, which is an extension of the Chamber of Commerce, of course, and the sports branch for them of making this all happen. But then not only that, executing it once they had the opportunities, and then making a great case that it should be here again for the next couple of years.
Yeah, so the NCAA tournament will change next year. They're adding teams. So what will be the format there? How many games will be played in Wichita now with the new opening round?
I'm not exactly certain. I think it's going to be a similar format to the first four in Dayton. It's just going to have, if I understand it right, I think it's a place that will mirror that. So what do they have? 4 in over there, and I think it's going to be 4 here as they have expanded things. Not real crazy about the expansion. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Because you're always going to have now teams that are on the bubble when there's how many ever more teams in the tournament claiming they should have gotten in. It'll be endless as far as that's concerned. But yeah, I think it's going to be a similar format to what they already do in Dayton, just something that mirrors it.
I haven't seen how they're going to do that and implement it, the expansion. I'm okay with the expansion as long as the regular season champions get automatic bids. I'm kind of tired of the that, the hot team wins the conference tournament and the regular season champion who wins maybe, 25 to 30 games and has gone through the road doesn't get their opportunity just because of one bad night playing basketball. That really infuriates me.
Well, there's that aspect, which I agree with you on, but also I think the way that the portal and NIL money has really even separated the blue bloods from the rest of the pack. It's separated the power conferences from the rest. It's separated them, I think, even further to where they want to give some of these other schools an opportunity to get in, so that we're not looking at just, blue blood Final Fours and Elite Eights and things like that, and opening the field up now that money is so much involved in paying these kids in the transfer portal, that I think this will do that. It'll open up for more schools to get in.
So basically, the men's tournament would be right before the women's event in Wichita. Is that correct? Because you're going to have the Final Four of the BIT?
That's correct. The women don't come here until the Final Four. This year it was March 29th, and they took a day off, and then or March 30th, and then they took a day off on the 31st, and then the championship was on April 1st. And of course, the men's tournament gets started in mid-March.
Right.
So the women's finals will come probably a couple of weeks after the men are already through doing their part here.
Man, the economic impact in Wichita should be immense.
Well, it will be. And it just, again, speaks to the reputation this town has for basketball. And I know in the case of the men's side, something else that I had seen that helped factor into the decision was the fact that of the geography. Of course, Wichita is just about right smack dab in the middle of our country. And so you can attract, people here from all over, and they, travel relatively equidistant if you've got somebody coming from California and Florida. And let's not forget, gentlemen, the basketball tournament, TBT, that actually is going to be starting here in several days. Wichita has developed a tremendous reputation for the crowds that it's drawn here for that tournament. Many of the top crowds in the history of the TBT have been when Wichita's team played. They call them the Aftershocks. And they won the championship last year. It was also here, the championship game was.
Wow.
That's really good.
Yeah,
basketball
that is.
capital of the country. I mean, that's great. I mean, that's such an economic impact. Hey, also, Steve, I want to talk to you a little bit about the Wichita Wind Surge changing their name next year to what? The Turbo Tubs or something like that? What are you hearing about that? What's the thoughts of Wichitans over there on that one?
Yeah, it's not real good, to be honest with you. They do have they call them the Turbo Tubs periodically throughout the season anyway, as one of those gimmicks to, I guess, sell more jerseys and what have you, as minor league teams do, which is fine. But they've made the decision to make that now their permanent name, and I think as you of course, a lot of times, as you guys know, on social media, most of the commenters are going to be the negative.
Sure.
The people who have positive things to say they're not as vocal, but there certainly was a barrage of negativity towards that after the announcement came out. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it myself, but a lot of times when these things happen over the years, for example, I remember when the Denver Broncos changed their uniforms from that traditional orange that they have now. People hated it. Same thing with the Patriots. And after a while, it starts to grow on you. It's not that big of a deal. So we'll see. We'll see if maybe that grows on people. They get accustomed to it. It's not that bad. Or if it's something that people will forever, have a problem with. I can tell you this: every time I hear about the Amarillo sod pool, it still kind of sounds weird.
It does. Well, I'm just thinking that there's so many great aviation references you can make, for Wichita. Growing up not too far from there, and my family, I got a lot of family in Wichita. There's so many other things, And when they made that announcement, I do follow Wichita sports a little bit. You know, I'm a Wichita State guy. I mean, I back in the day, that's kind of where I wanted to go and want to play ball there. So I know Shane Dennis. I know I know a lot of people down there. I'm thinking, man, they could have came up with something else. I mean, aviation, something. I mean, go back to the Wranglers or something, right?
Well, and when they opened up a name the team contest to the community, before they started here, and there were a lot of aviation related suggestions, and then they went with the wind surge. So the wind surge wasn't bad. It had a similar negative response at first, but as I mentioned, I think people got accustomed to it. But you're right. The aviation theme was in a lot of the suggestions that came in from the public, and then they got away from that. Of course, the independent team that was here prior to that was the Wingnuts.
The Wingnuts,
and I thought that was a great aviation related name. The Wranglers would certainly add some nostalgia for sure, but it will be interesting to see if I understand it right. Their color scheme might be along the lines of the old Houston Astros. It seemed like I've seen a lot of different colors in there, some orange, some blue. It'll be interesting to see how they. I've always wondered, maybe you guys know, how the players feel. Do they even care? Is it weird to them when they're the turbo tubs or the sod poodles or some of these things in the uniforms that they're asked to put on from time to time?
Yeah.
Well, we just had a former Missouri State player who's with the Rocket City Trash Pandas, was the Southern League Player of the Week. So I don't know if they get much of a choice anymore.
Yeah, it's wear what they wear.
Yeah.
Steve is. It's just kind of what it is.
$dollars for it.
Yeah, marketing dollars, all it is. Steve, thanks so much for joining us. We're top of the hour. We hope you have a great rest of your day. Let's catch up again soon.
I'd be happy to.
Thanks, Steve. Take care. That's the Open Drive with Tom and Rob. ESPN Radio coming up next. We'll see you tomorrow.
Why would we offer that? Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth. So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business. And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions. Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us